So today I'm here to chat with Grace Fodor, who has founded the most fantastic makeup range that I've fairly newly discovered and absolutely love, and it's called Studio 10, and it's been specifically designed for mature skin. Why did you think, I think that's necessary, but why did you think that was necessary?
Well, because your skin changes as we age, and it was that light bulb moment. I didn't use the same skincare in my 40s as I did in my 20s. So why use the same makeup? Because your makeup, you're still putting it on your skin. So finding the right texture or the finish or the colours is important, because the wrong makeup can actually be more aging than no makeup. And also, I'm fascinated by the medium of makeup. It's such a powerful tool. So when you think makeup, generally we think about getting the look, the season's look, catwalk, celebrity, smoky eye, all that sort of stuff. And I was like, I wanted to explore the medium of makeup to do a job of work.
Most of the people who follow my ageless site don't have hours to spend on makeup. They don't necessarily have loads of money to spend on makeup. They just want something that they can easily apply, do it quickly, and is going to suit their skin as they get older. And that's the bottom line.
So I've got that no makeup or wake up to flawless. You know, when you wake up and you look in the mirror and you look tired, forget feeling it.
And you may not even feel tired, but when you look tired, you go, actually, I'm quite tired.
Yeah, or someone goes, are you okay? You look really tired. You know what? With makeup, you don't need to look tired. You don't need to look jaded. You can make your skin look dewy and gorgeous. So it was around this idea, it's your skin but better. It's sort of enhancing your natural features. And that no makeup is the sort of the Studio 10 look. So I'd always want someone to say, wow, have you been on holiday? You look really glowing or refreshed, or as opposed to, I love your makeup.
Well, we all have different tastes, but I know for me, I don't like makeup when it looks like it's been troweled on, or somebody has like really thick foundation, and I don't care what age you are. Some people do like that. Personally, I like makeup to be subtle. I like it to make my skin just look better than it is. I like it to make me look glowy and healthy. And unfortunately, as you get older, makeup is your friend, but it's also your enemy.
Yeah.
Because if things are too matte or drying, it's just going to look awful on your skin.
So the two things. Makeup, a lot of women I spoke to in their 40s, into their 50s, into their 60s, it's really complicated, I don't know where to start, it's intimidating, there's so many products. You go into a department store, there are thousands of products, lots of different colours. Most makeup brands will have 400, 500, 600 products. It's intimidating, and I just thought it's too much, and then so many levels and layers and techniques, and I thought, you know what, I need to simplify this. Just make it really easy, and then focus on the needs of mature women and mature skin and their lifestyle. So exactly as you say, we don't have time. We're always running at 100 miles per hour. So, if there is that, I want to build makeup into my morning routine, it's got to be under a minute. And even if using
that sounds like heaven, under a minute. I think we can all cope with a minute.
Yeah,
I'm really lazy. this comes as a surprise to people, but when it comes to grooming, doing my hair or my makeup, if I have an event to go to, I'm going to spend a bit more time, or something really important, but I'm really lazy and I'm just not prepared to put the time in.
Okay, so what's really interesting about that, because I get asked all the time, or I speak to women, they go, well, I do my makeup if I'm going out, going to the shops, but when I'm just at home by myself, I don't bother. And I'm so passionate about this. And I always say this, makeup is the confidence that you wear on your face, right? So it's part of my everyday routine. It's just part of what I do. And
so do you put it on every day?
Every single day, because it makes, from a skin perspective, it makes my skin radiant and glowing and healthy. Little bit of definition and structure around my face, because it doesn't look like I'm wearing makeup. just gives me a little bit of added definition. So it's my face, but I'm putting my best face forward. So then when I catch myself in the mirror,
You feel good.
I feel good. So, and one of the big things about women as they age, it's a negative. We live in an ageist society, right? And women, our currency and value has been for years and years conditioned around beauty and the ability to attract. So you hit your midlife, middle age. I don't like to use the word middle age because people squirm, it's a negative. There's nothing wrong with the word, it's the connotations around it. So women feel invisible, or they don't feel attractive, they don't feel as valuable. It's a negative. You don't feel good on the inside and you worry about how you look on the outside.
Because everything's judged by looks.
Everything
and of course
is
it
judged.
should be.
No,
But
absolutely.
it is. So we all have this pressure on us, and then it's overwhelming because it's harder to stay on top of how you look as you get older.
And there's
people get defeated, don't they?
pressure to look younger. And then you look at, you know, I've explored it in so many different sort of guises and conversations, and I think, well, where is this condition, this stereotyping come from? You look at media, you look at fashion, you look at the beauty industry, you look at film, and older women aren't represented properly.
They're not. They're certainly not in my industry, in acting.
Well, even
Very
you know,
difficult.
fashion or you know,
Adverts, magazines. You know, it's not for the faint-hearted going on social media, is it?
No, but it needs to change, and it is changing. And the beauty industry, you know, anti-aging, anti-wrinkle, anti-aging means not getting old. So there's pressure that you have to look younger, 10 years younger, 20 years younger. And I just thought it's a negative, and it's putting pressure on women as they age, and then worse, making them feel bad inside, that they have no value, they have no relevance. And I thought, so a big part of Studio 10, or my passion, is redefining beauty for women as they age, but redefining age and aging, that it's not a negative. True beauty is ageless, and really stamping out ageism, because it exists for men and women, especially in the workplace, but especially for women. And for me, it's, you know, ageism's old news. It's the last ism, prejudice, I think, that we as a society really need to get hold of.
And honestly, and I say this honestly, the most interesting people I know are women probably over the age of 50. They are so interesting, they've had such amazing lives, they have so much to offer. You know, I do think they are wonderful. And you know, when I started Ageless, you know, I grappled, and you know, that was, I keep forgetting, about 8 years ago. You know, I grappled with what to call it, because I didn't want to call it an anti-aging site, and it was all about aging well, aging healthily. You know, my focus was always health and positively, so I called it Ageless in the end, to try and get rid of the age, but it's sort of about age. So
it's really, I think where we are, it's tricky, because, you know, I've had lots of conversations on our social media saying, well, age doesn't define me. It shouldn't define me. Absolutely, age should not define anybody.
And yes,
but
society does.
Absolutely.
But it's also about women as they mature being catered for.
Absolutely.
So I don't know if there are any other brands in makeup like you. You are specifically catering for a mature skin, because, as you say, our skin is different. I mean, my skin is different to how it was when I was in my 40s.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which suddenly seems quite a long way away. So you don't want a drying makeup. You want freshness. You want dewiness. You just want something to enhance it and make the best of what you have.
Absolutely.
As you said.
I always say it's about putting your best face forward. But, you know, there is amazing makeup. I mean, I've got some, you know, Studio 10 is very edited into your absolute must-haves. It's almost like, you know,
and I like that. It's just, there's not too much, you know. Here's your foundation, here's your blusher, and there are colours that suit everybody.
Yeah.
And they could not be, I mean, I'm wearing all your makeup right now, and it's
a good base, isn't it?
Dewy, and the texture, everything's creamy and dewy, there's no
it's
drying,
really
it's completely flattering, it gives good coverage, And of course, you've got lots of tips and tricks to, you know, as you say, you give a good base and then you can add and build up your makeup.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
your starting point is create a beautiful, natural look that enhances what you have, makes your skin look dewier, fresher, which I think is absolutely the way to go.
We had a journalist who said, "I like Spanx for the face," and I thought about it, and at first I thought, that's not very glamorous, is it? You know, why do we wear Spanx? Because we need to even out the lumps, the bumps, we need to hide certain bits, we need to enhance, we need to lift, and I thought, it's not very glamorous, but actually it's a really good way to describe.
I think that's a very good
Studio
analogy,
10.
actually.
It's brilliant, because it is that, like you say, even that you want that beautiful perfected skin, you want to add that dewiness, we need that healthy flush of colour, and we need a bit of definition, because as we lose collagen, you know, our face drops, it changes, our lips thin out. So just to do that, so it's not just about the flawless, you know, back to basics, get the flawless skin. As you mature, it's a little bit broader than that, because you do need colour and you need pigment and you need definition. And then you can add, you know, if you're going to a party, you might want to wear a bit of glitter, or you want a smoky eye, or a beautiful red lip.
Yes.
It's you can't do those things.
You can't skip. So what you're saying is really, you can't skip out the first stage. And the first stage, and I think that's a mistake I think that a lot of people make, is they'll just go for the makeup and they'll go for like a really big eye and a dark lip, but they're not making their skin look good as a starting point.
Absolutely.
They're not correctly doing the shape of their lips, or the shape of their brows, or the shape of their eyes. So you need to get that sorted first.
Yeah.
And I know you've got some techniques. So will you come back and show them to us? Because I know you've got a 4-step plan in a minute. Get the basics, make your skin look nice, make your lips look nice.
Yeah.
And it's
that
really
whole
easy.
How to do, for that person who's like, no, I don't need to use makeup, or I'm not going to do makeup, it's too complicated, it takes too much time. Showing that actually you can do it really quickly, but the transformation. And you know, I always say this, you know, when you get ready to go out somewhere, you might have done your hair, you've got a new dress on, you do your makeup, you look in the mirror, that feeling of like you feel $1 million. You feel so good, don't you, on the inside? You feel $1 million, you're excited. You're no different the person you were an hour before that. So it's part of our everyday life, and at a time when we're not as confident, we're struggling, because it's aging for women is such a negative, feeling invisible, not feeling attractive, or actually what you want to do is embrace aging and put your best face forward. And I always say makeup is the confidence you wear on your face, so why wouldn't you give yourself that boost?
Just so, as you were saying that, it just made me think, you know, in the last year I've barely worn makeup. And there have been a few occasions, you know, sometimes I have a meeting. I'm forced on occasion to put a little bit of makeup on, but I have noticed that every time I've done it, I've perked up a bit.
Absolutely. I wear makeup, and I think this is the difference. I'm doing it for me.
Yeah.
It's about my best version, and it's about how I feel. And I want to look good, and if I look good, I feel good, and they're entwined.
And I think that's a good reason to do things. And I have to say, you know, I like buying clothes. I like having nice things, and you know, making myself look good. But I can honestly say I do it for me. I'm not doing it to impress anybody else, because it makes me feel good.
Absolutely.
And
it's powerful. It's a powerful medium.
It is, and it's true. There's a lot of power in what a little bit of makeup can do, and how it can make you feel about yourself.
There is a caveat though.
Yes.
It does wash off. It's not long lasting.
It's okay. It's okay. You can always put some more on. Well, thank you so much.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
And I look forward to doing a little tutorial with you.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'll show you how quick and easy it is.
Okay.